spot. I tested already and then the chair got moved, so I'm really not sure. Let's see. So Lena, you can move back. No, Shadol, you can take a seat, please. Thanks. That's not bad. Lena, what do you think?
Okay.
It's okay? Hi. So, no, Shadol. So I like how there's a space in the front here. This is what we're looking for. Where did Lucy go? Do you know? Did anybody see Lucy? No, maybe she's with Miss Balthazar. Okay, so you've been doing a lot of writing. A couple of days ago, you filled out some sheets. You did some worksheets, and you were describing someone you know or yourself in different sentences. You're comparing that person or yourself to different things. So, I'm going to ask you, what is a simile? Does anybody remember what a simile is? You're creating them the other day.
An ad?
It's not an ad. It's something you're going to be using in an ad. We were talking about ads, but it's not an ad. Yeah. Can you say that louder? I like what you said. You're comparing something to another thing. Do you remember the words that you used? You might not, but that's okay. But you're comparing something. There's something important that is in that. You're comparing something to another thing using some specific words. They are right here. Comparing two things using the words like or as. Do you remember some of the similes you... Mannix, I want you to make a better choice. So you can sit somewhere else. Thank you. Does anybody want to say one of the similes they made for one of their friends? Because I remember some. I remember Adnan was like, this person is as fast as a cheetah, which uses the word as. What were some other similes you wrote about yourself or someone you know? Fatima? Oh, that's okay. That's okay. I'll come back to you. Does anybody else? Yeah, do you remember one? You were writing about Yusra? Yeah, what was something you wrote about Yusra when you were describing Yusra and comparing Yusra to something else? She's fast like a cheetah. Did anybody use something different? Yeah, what was yours, Sierra? Miss Wu, yeah. She's sweet like a piece of candy. Sarah, you had some good ones when you were writing a while ago. You had some really good things to say about Miss Wu. I think we all... Sorry?
What about the Esau?
Well, we're just talking about what we wrote. Yeah. What's one more thing you remember that you wrote?
I wrote about
Yeah.
He eats slow as a turtle.
He eats slow as a turtle. Yes. Okay. I'm just going to take one more. I'm going to go to Fatima.
My sister is a chupsa when she eats.
A what?
A chupsa, remember?
A chupsa?
Yeah.
Was that like a...
My mom calls my sister.
Oh, yes. Because I said my grandma used to call me Svinia because I burped and that means pig. And you don't know the English translation to that, do you? Okay. I think we should try to research that. So that's great. So the simile is comparing two things that use the word like or as. But I'm going to show you. Well, I got a great. Lena, are you touching that? I'm just asking. Are you touching it? I might have to take a look. Okay. And pause. Okay. Can you see me in here? I'm going to check. Sorry. Because I see your hand on the back. And I just need to make sure that everything is working okay, right?
I'm touching the chair.
Yeah, but if you're touching the chair, I can't really see that. So I just assume you're touching the phone. Okay, thanks. So I got, so this is a great simile. Because you remembered all this, your memories are as good as an elephant's. Because elephants apparently have very, very good memories. So thanks for sharing those similes. But we have some other ways to compare things as well that are not similes. Similes just use the words like or as. Oh, we're hands down. I'm going to explain what it is. So we have something called a metaphor. that compares things equally to one another. So instead of saying the words like or as, we just compare them directly. Hello, Lincoln. Welcome. I like your crown. Lincoln, I'm just gonna, if you see this, I'm recording a lesson for me. Do you see how there's a gap right here, the space? I don't want you to sit there, okay? Because I don't want anyone in this video. Thanks so much. So this is just a way that we can make more effective comparisons. Does anybody want to read some of these metaphors? Does anybody want to read the first one out loud to the class? Yeah, Yusra. Nice and loud.
His backpack was a bottomless pit, swallowing pencils and erasers like a hungry monster at lunchtime.
Yeah, so his backpack was a bottomless pit, swallowing pencils and erasers like a hungry monster at lunchtime. So what does that tell you? What does that sentence tell you? What does that metaphor tell you? You can read the next one. But what is that metaphor saying about this backpack? River?
Saying that it swallows, that it likes that it put pencils in it.
Yeah. People put a lot of things in it, but is that like a normal backpack? No, what's not normal about it? Yeah. Maybe there's like 1,000 pencils in there. Maybe there's like so many erasers you can't even count them. It's a bottomless pit. You can just keep adding things into this backpack.
Or you can't find your pencil and your eraser that you basically use all the time.
Exactly. You can't even find it. It's a bottomless pit. There's no end to that backpack. So Fatima, you want to read the next one?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So, the pencil sharpener was a hungry beaver. Energy.
It says eagerly.
Eagerly and
Gnawing.
gnawing away at the pencils to give them a pointy smile.
Yeah, so the pencil sharpener was a hungry beaver. Eagerly gnawing, so chewing away at the pencils to give them a pointy smile. So what is being compared in this sentence? What's being compared in that sentence? Yeah.
The sharpener.
And?
The sharpener.
Well.
And the pencil and the sharpener.
Well, it's the pencil sharpener and, yeah,
Beaver.
the beaver. The pencil sharpener is a hungry beaver. It's not like a hungry beaver. It is a hungry beaver. It is so hungry, it just devours pencils, sharpens them up all day. And who wants to read this last one out loud? Nice and loud. We'll go to someone at the back. Elliot, you haven't said anything.
The classroom was a buzzing beehive, with students darting around like busy bees and the teacher buzzing with excitement.
Yeah, so the classroom was a buzzing beehive, with students darting around like busy bees and the teacher buzzing with excitement. So what's being compared in this sentence? Adnan? Yeah, the classroom is a beehive. It's not like a beehive. It is a beehive. Everybody's moving around and buzzing with excitement. So sometimes a metaphor can actually be more effective and draw your attention more than a simile. Okay? Oh, so we got a quick read aloud, which is going to help us go through the differences between what a simile is and what a metaphor is. Okay?
Skin like milk, hair of silk. What are similes and metaphors? Written by Brian P. Cleary with illustrations by Brian Gable. Simile. A comparison between two unlike things that uses like or as. Metaphor. A way of describing something by calling it something else. Similes are phrases that compare two unlike things, as in, her hair is soft as silk, or teachers eat like kings. Just like these, all similes contain an as or like. And here's just one example. She's as sharp as any spike. Smooth as jazz, skin like milk, and cheeks as red as roses. Similes compare things like my dad's as old as Moses. Similes can help you say that someone in your class is as bright as polished pennies, or as slow as thick molasses. They're helpful in describing people, things, and even places, like fresh as folded laundry or all jagged like my braces. They help you paint a picture you can see inside your brain, like he's clever as a fox, or her tears ran like the rain. Once you learn about them, they can change your writing habits. You'll write 1, 2, and then a few. They'll multiply like rabbits. Metaphors are similar to similes, but yet they don't use like or as when they're comparing. Don't forget. Metaphors will often use an is or has or are, as in, you are my sunshine, or this singer is a star. He's so sour, she's so sweet, his memory is foggy. All of these are metaphors, just like his voice is froggy. Even chill out or be cool, a heated conversation, an icy glare, a frozen stare, a very warm ovation. At times a sense of touch is at the root of such a phrase. A velvet voice, a coarse reply, some softly spoken praise. So write, get busy as a bee, your work is sure to blossom. With similes and metaphors, no doubt it will be awesome. So, what are similes? What are metaphors? Do you know?
So,
The end.
do we know?
Yeah.
Written by Brian P. Clear.
So we're gonna test it out. We got some similes and metaphors, and I want you, well, to identify which one is after. Does anybody know what this is? We've been over this. What is this called? Sorry, what'd you say? Yeah, it's a Venn diagram. So it's telling us what a simile is. A simile uses the words like or as. Metaphors does not use like or as. But what do these both, what does a simile and a metaphor do? What's the similar thing they do? Aisha.
Compare different things.
Yeah, they both compare different things. Perfect. So, is this, I want you to raise your hand if you have a guess. Is this a simile or a metaphor? So, jumping high like a kangaroo. So, yeah. Why is it a simile? Yeah, it has the word like in it. Great job. All right, we got it. 4 more. The classroom was a cozy nest where knowledge hatched and grew. Fatima.
It's not a simile because there's no like or as.
So what do you call it? What is this called? It's not a simile.
I forgot.
It's okay. It starts with an M. Aisha, you want to help her out?
Metaphor.
Metaphor. Yeah, you got it. Nice. Fine. Running as fast as a cheetah. This is a popular one that people are writing about. River.
No, a simile.
Yeah, it's a simile. Why is it a simile? It has the word as in it. Yeah, it doesn't have both, but it has as or like. The math problems were tricky puzzles, challenging our brains to find the missing pieces. Yusra.
Metaphor.
Yeah, why is it a metaphor?
Because it has the word, what is it called?
Or what doesn't it have?
I don't know what it is, but I think it's a metaphor because it looks like the word.
Okay, there's 2 things being compared. Okay, what do you think?
It's a metaphor because it doesn't have the word as or like.
Yeah, it's a metaphor. It doesn't have the word as or like. And I think that we got one final challenge. Storybooks are magic carpets, whisking us away to far-off lands with just a turn of a page. So go to the back. Elliot.
Metaphor.
Why?
Because it does not have like or as.
It does not have like or as. This is it. What's up? You got your hand up.
It's a simile because over there it says as. Never mind, it's up.
Okay, yeah. Because storybooks are magic carpets and they whisk us away. So, is a storybook an actual magic carpet?
No.
No, it's not. But if you read this, it really puts an image in your brain saying, oh, this story can take us places where we've never been. It's almost like magic. It's great. So, I left the things on the board because you're going to be going to create your advertisement with your same groups. You should only have one Chromebook per group if you need. You have your graphic organizers already. Some people are drawing and writing out their script. And the one thing, if you look at the very bottom on the board, in your advertisement for the spring concert, you need to use at least one simile and or metaphor. So I want to hear at least one simile or one metaphor. Or you could use more if you want. Does anybody have any questions about that? Okay, so the simile or the metaphor in your advertisement should describe, like, maybe how the parents and caregivers will feel when they come to the concert. What the concert will be like. You got to be descriptive, right? Like we talked about last time. Why are you making this advertisement, right? You want people to come to see the performances. Because it's going to be what? What is it going to be like? Yeah. Yeah? Is it going to be boring? What is it going to be? It's going to be cool. What's another word for cool? It's going to, yeah, it'll make you happy.
Amazing.
Awesome. Do you have another one or did you? Okay. And I'll take one more. Yeah, amazing. So, if you have any questions, you can come up to me after I'm done recording this, okay? It's so one Chromebook per group. Does anybody have any questions?
No.
Okay.